For many Indian families living in the US on H-1B and H-4 visas, immigration paperwork feels like a never-ending list of things to remember. But sometimes it's a small thing. Things that seems harmless that cause the biggest problem. One such case recently came to the light and it's warning for thousands of others. A woman living in the US on an H-4 visa, which is given to spouses of H-1B visa workers, found herself in an unexpected situation. She had renewed her passport in the US and assumed that everything was fine because her H-4 visa was valid until July 2025. Like most people, she thought that the visa date was the only thing that mattered. But just before her family was about to file for their H-1B and H-4 extension, they made a shocking discovery. Her I-94 record, the official record that shows how long a person is allowed to stay in the US, had already expired. And not recently. It expired in March 2025, the day her old passport expired. Now, this isn't a case of her visa expiring. Her visa was perfectly fine. The real problem was the I-94, a document that most people don't even realize that they need to check regularly. There had been no email alert from the government, no letter, no pop-up warning. The only way to know was to manually look it up on the CBP, that's Customs and Border Protection website, something very few families are told to do. Now the family is in a very tough spot because the I-94 controls a person's legal stay and not the visa stamp that she might already be considering out of status. If somebody is even one day out of the status, it can create huge immigration trouble. It could lead to penalties, difficulties in a future visa application, or even being forced to leave the US and re-enter with a fresh visa stamp. In cases like this, people sometimes have two options. Leave the US quickly and come back, hoping to get a new I-94 at the airport based on the renewed passport. Or apply for a Nung Pro Tunk extension, a very complicated process where you ask immigration authorities to forgive the mistake and retroactively fix your stay. But let me tell you, this thing is never guaranteed, and it's much harder the longer you wait. Well, this is a much bigger problem among Indian families than people realize it. Indians account for over 74% of all H-1B visa holders in the US, and many H-4 spouses depend on the H-1B workers' visa status. More than 300,000 Indian professionals and their families are caught in the green card backlog. For these families, maintaining clean immigration record is absolutely crucial because even a small technical violation can risk their entire future in the US. Unfortunately, the US immigration system doesn't make it very easy. There's no system of automatic reminders when an I-94 is about to expire. USCIS and CBP assume that it's your responsibility to check your own records online and act accordingly. In fact, many people don't even know what their I-94 number is until and unless they are forced to look it up during an emergency case. Experts recommend that every H-1B and H-4 holder do a very few things regularly. After every passport renewal, always check the I-94 record online. After every travel entry into the US, double-check the I-94 expiration date. Never assume your visa stamp expiration is as same as your I-94 expiration. They can be different. Well, this situation is a harsh reminder for Indians in the US. Immigration is not just about getting a visa. It's about maintaining status every single day. With no alerts, no warning, small mistakes can snowball into big problems.